Welcome back to Our Issues Milwaukee. I'm your host, Andrea Williams. Our focus this morning is on Summerfest 2014. It's happening here at Henry Meyer Festival Park, June 25th through the 29th and July 1st through the 6th. During the festival, the spotlight shines on over 800 bands on 11 stages, and the drummer of one of those fantastic bands joins us now. It's Eddie Butts of the Eddie Butts Band. How are you?
How you doing?
Thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me.
It's always a pleasure. And the thing is the Eddie Butts Band is one of the longest running and most successful bands in Wisconsin and the Midwest. And so you've been performing here at Summerfest for many years now. And this year is no different. Talk about that.
It's an experience. It's you get a chance to rub elbows with the big boys, you know what I mean? And from this engagement, you get a lot of other engagements, and you get a chance to meet a lot of national cats.
Yeah. I love that. That is such a musician, national cats.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah.
And so I have mentioned that you'll be performing on the JoJo Martini's bar stage on July 1st, and this is the thing here. You've performed and opened up for a lot of big name cats, as you would say.
Yeah.
So Santana, Shaka Khan, the late Phyllis Hyman, the Neville Brothers.
Oh yeah.
I mean, the list goes on. Even Tom Jones.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Talk a little bit about your musical journey up to this point.
The biggest, you mean my personal music? Oh, it started in Daytona Beach, Florida. That's where I'm from. And the first person I saw on stage performing was my grandfather. He was a preacher. And that caught my eye. You know, and my grandmother seemed to think that I should have been a minister. You know, but that didn't work out that way. And it started, from that point, I started playing drums. Let me back up a little bit. When I was in high school, they wouldn't let me play drums in high school. They made me play trumpet.
Oh.
Third cornet. And I was the pits of that.
That's like cutting Michael Jordan from the high school basketball team, huh?
Yeah. And then it started out, I started singing in a little singing group on the side, and doo-wop back in them days. And they got mad with me because I always wanted to play drums. And I started playing drums and the group broke up. And then I moved from Daytona Beach. A lot of time went down between that time and now. And I moved from there to Milwaukee. I think I moved out here in the 80s.
Okay.
And when I came to Wisconsin, they liked my band. And so we had a decision whether to move to Dallas, Texas, Chicago, or Milwaukee. And one of the guys went to Berkeley, one guy went to Chicago, and the guitar player and I came to Milwaukee.
Wow.
And that's what happened.
The rest, as they say, is musical history.
Oh,
you've been playing the drums since around age 6?
13.
Okay, so 13 is when your professional music career started.
That
It's important to encourage kids to do what they're good at. You would agree?
I learned a lesson long time ago is that if you got your parents behind you. Like I was kind of young to be playing drums and be playing near nightclubs back in the day. But my mother was always there. She said, see it, Eddie, and it would happen. So,
I love that. Now, you've helped raise money for the homeless in Milwaukee. You performed in Milwaukee Guarantee, a citywide campaign to motivate students to attend college. And you participated in Generations in Jazz, and that's where kids from elementary, middle, and high school actually get to play with professionals like yourself. Why is it so important for you to give back?
Because it was given to me. And being a kid growing up down in Florida down there, the only thing that you had to look forward to was either music or picking oranges.
Okay.
And the band director says, here's the oranges, here's the horn. He says, there's music in them, there are horns. And when I came up, there were the musicians back in that time really paid attention to young musicians.
Young cats.
The young cats. But the musicians in that time really did pay attention to you, and they taught me many things. So whenever I see younger musicians coming up, I try and do the same thing.
Okay.
And I found out that education was very, very important in that process. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
I love that. And so, with that said, you're going to be taking the stage at the JoJo Martini
Yeah.
bar stage.
Yeah.
And what can we expect?
Well, each year I've been on that stage, I bring new talent or horns, and this year I'm going to have maybe 3 or 4 singers beside myself on that stage.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're certainly looking forward to seeing you take the stage again on July 1st.
Thank you,
and
thank you.
this is like, what, 15, 16 years for you here at Summerfest?
Ooh.
More than that?
We'll just say 15, 16 years.
All right. Well, congratulations on
Right
being
on.
a staple performer here. It's
All
a
right.
pleasure meeting you today.
Thank you. Hello.
Mr. Eddie Butts of the Eddie Butts Band. Log on to eddieButtsBand.com to learn more about one of the longest running and most successful bands in Wisconsin and the Midwest. That is going to do it for today's show. I'm your host, Andrea Williams. Don't forget, the world's largest music festival will be going on right here at Henry Meyer Festival Park, June 25th through the 29th and July 1st through the 6th. Log on to Summerfest.com or call 273-FEST for more information. We appreciate you watching, and we'll see you next week right here on Our Issues Milwaukee.